Low Tier City 4 has been incredible on all fronts, and this Wii U doubles bracket is no exception. Losers finals at Low Tier City 4 Wii U doubles. We have Team Panda Global up against the TSM Team Liquid merger. PG MVD, PG ESAM squaring off against Liquid Nairo and TSM ZeRo.
Nairo and ZeRo coming off a fresh loss from the winners bracket against Trella and Cosmos, who are sitting comfortably in grand finals. Against MVD and ESAM, who have just come off a fresh win, we'll see how they combat.
That was an absolutely crazy set as well. I mean, you have the best Ryu and arguably the best Corrin in the world waiting for you in grand finals,
right,
up against potentially the #1 and #2 player in the world. That's at least what we saw in winners finals. But let's see if we'll see that in winners semis, or sorry, in grand finals as well. So far, not looking all that hot. Oh, but MVD hoping to maybe end some stocks pretty decisively. I mean, we are seeing blue currently at the deficit. If they can take this stock though from, I believe it's Nairo who's playing the red cloud,
yes,
and they should be in a significantly better position. Now we're seeing again also ESAM going as Corrin, and whoa, ESAM losing an early stock to that down air. That was ridiculous.
2 early stocks. ESAM has just been completely obliterated by the red team so far. First one going to a team compo into the cross slash. Second one going from just an early down air. ESAM unable to hold on to these stocks, but if we think about how MVD has been playing the stock tank, as long as MVD is not going to be the one getting punished, seeing him staying alive still, but ZeRo is going to be taking that stock. The blue team is having an incredibly tough time. ESAM on the verge of losing his last stock.
Ooh, if he had actually gotten a KO off of that counter, that would have been the momentum shift he needs. Instead, ESAM, you're absolutely right, 124 on his final stock. He's going to probably need to use the share stock here unless... Yeah, he's going to need to use the share stock. Let's be real. Let's be real. Now blue on their last limbs. We're not even 2 minutes into this and things are looking so grim. MVD out of the picture entirely, and ESAM's just going to follow front.
Wow.
That was absolute dominance.
That was a massacre.
You know, it just might be because ESAM is so used to playing so much Pikachu. He's too comfortable off of the stage, right?
Yeah.
And that's the issue with Cloud. You don't have that... It's not Cloud, sorry. But with Corrin, you don't have that remarkable recovery that you would with a character like Pikachu.
Yeah.
Speaking of remarkable, that team combo.
Oh my gosh, no, did you see the first one? The back throw, I think it was either finishing touch or cross slash. It was, and that's what took out ESAM's first stock. And then instantly comes back on the stage, gets thrown right back off into another kill option from Cloud. Cloud kind of being the big point. What the blue team or the red team has excelled in is using grabs to set up into kill options from Cloud, while the blue team has kind of fallen off in that area, and MVD hasn't been able to take many stocks, as we were seeing him do in previous games.
We're seeing a swap now from ESAM. He's actually going to be going straight ahead to his Pikachu, while MVD is trying to make work of ZeRo. This can be very tricky for Diddy Kong. If he finds himself off stage, Cloud can make the most of his long range, maybe with some quick nairs to actually prevent Diddy from being able to recover with that jetpack.
And as we saw earlier, ESAM's off-stage game so dominating, already taking a stock off of Nairo. And they're going to want to be careful because we know ESAM is not afraid to go off the stage. Gosh, but Nairo is not afraid to take advantage of ESAM when he puts himself in vulnerable positions.
Especially with that back throw, it's like, okay, let me go ahead, line up the shot, line it up, PGA Tour.
Was it Tiger Woods?
Yeah, Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
That felt like a Jack Nicholson, man.
Whenever I think of Jack Nicholson, I think of The Shining.
Oh, okay.
It's me, Johnny. So a bit of an even game. MVD and Nairo at incredibly high presents. ESAM tries to start the Esgars, but ZeRo's in time to save his teammate.
Oh, and ESAM, he wants another KO onto Nairo. Nairo, however, choosing to recover early, and while simultaneously putting in the air dodge, he's able to get around. ESAM tried to go for the F smash, but ESAM with the down smash ends up coming right through that disjoint that it has, as well as the quicker startup, proving a key factor.
And then we kind of see them regress back into these 1v1 situations where ESAM puts himself on top of the stage, getting hit by that up tilt. attempting to go for an edge guard here while he keeps ZeRo away. However, Nairo just able to get right back up to the stage. Using that limit, however, while MVD still has a hold of his. Let's see if MVD is able to use this to take off ESAM's stock, or Nairo's stock.
Nairo is going to be hit by an aerial from Cloud. He's on stage left. MVD instead, so smart. Instead of trying to get the potential edge guard, he focuses on that sandwich that he had set up on ZeRo. And then we saw ESAM close out the stock. So now things were looking very grim for Blue for a moment there. All of a sudden, they're beckoning a stock lead. Percent is a talking point, man. But whoa, ESAM ends up getting a massive KO. And that just might be the momentum shift that they need to ensure that they're able to go and get this lead.
Wow.
That was a huge play. 22% KO on the best player in the world.
Yes, 100%. ESAM's edge guards are just so phenomenal. I rarely see him flub a chance to take a stock off the stage and put in another position. Is that going to be Nairo's stock? No, he's going to have to waste that limit, though. And he catches him with the meteor hitbox of that Cloud. That is going to be the final stock of Nairo. ESAM's edge guarding. Just wow.
ZeRo. His clutch factor is pretty insane. Let's see if he has it in him to deal with these two opponents. It's going to be so tough. But if you can take ESAM out of the picture, it's going to be a much more doable option. MVD, though, he has that limit, not choosing to use it yet. He wants to make sure that the percentage is high enough so that he can get a jump KO. Ooh.
Ooh, easy recovery, however. Smart choice from ZeRo. But still, put into this 2v1 situation, there's not much he can do. Can he get... Not going for the straight up smash, going for the grab release, knowing ESAM will come right back. Getting some extra damage with that cross slash. ESAM sitting at ZeRo, Cloud at 123%. If ZeRo can not get jab reset, he could have done that. But ESAM always really on point with those jab resets, too.
I mean, jab off on the platform, jab onto the ground, into F smash, that forced get up. You just feel bad the whole time. You're just like, I can't do anything.
I'm dead.
It's so bad, you know. It's like you see it coming, and the whole time all you can do is just wait. Like somebody like paralyzed you for those seconds.
You know what that is? It's like that life alert combo. He knocks you down on your back, and the whole time you're thinking, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, but then they make you get up, and you're like,
oh, okay, thanks.
And then
thanks, buddy.
It's not so good afterwards.
The paramedics come in, they pick you up, and then they take you right out.
Yeah. Yeah, at least you think it's paramedics. No, it's not. It's not.
It's just ESAM.
Definitely taking out ZeRo there. But that was, again, such a tough moment. And he was doing a great job. If he had somehow clinched out a KO onto MVD, that's a one-on-one against ESAM.
Yeah.
Still no walk in the park, but baby steps.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Exactly. And that second game was such a... Like, whenever ESAM... You know, he's been starting out as Corrin in these double sets. Whenever he switches over to Pikachu, there's just this life that gets brought to him and his teammate, and they just are able to do so much more. And I've been talking about ESAM's offstage game. I saw him in singles yesterday. I saw him all day today in doubles, and I want to say that ESAM has one of the best offstage games in Smash 4. Oh,
definitely. Definitely. Whenever I was doing my player interviews, it's what almost everyone said is what makes ESAM so scary, is he has the aggression of Nairo, but his edge guards are just insane.
As we've been seeing.
Let's do this. Game 3 of this losers finals. Wait, is this game 4?
No, this should be game 3.
Yeah, I figured. I thought because ZeRo and Nairo won game number 1.
Yeah, and then they just won number 2. So
yeah, they won number 2. So yeah, it's one apiece here. No problem. All good. Anyways, actually talking about the game itself. Whoa! ESAM trying to drop deep to try to get the KO on Nairo. Instead, he uses that limit broken recovery to make it back onto the stage and gets a forward smash on MVD as well. This would be a close game if it wasn't for the fact that ZeRo for a long time was sitting at his name, finally taking some percent in this third game, but still, great start overall for Red.
I thought he was going to drop down. I guess he was a bit too high or a bit too low on the ledge. Opting to recover high, though, so he doesn't have to worry about ESAM's offstage presence. The red team doing a great job of keeping the blue team on the left side of the stage. Up smash will be ESAM's first stock. While MVD loses to an up air, the red team is in the lead. Blue team needs to find their answer.
You're absolutely right, Sam. What we have seen from Red is they've been starting to make the adaptations. Nairo holding shield on the ledge, understanding ESAM wanting to go for those aerials off of the ledge and actually getting a great punish afterwards. Now both players off stage. ESAM, another fantastic recovery, going right underneath Nairo's hitboxes.
All right, once again, the red team is just keeping the blue team on the left side of the stage. ESAM punishing the recovery from Nairo is going to be that first stock, while we return to this kind of brawl going from back and forth from right to left onto the stage.
Now, Zan, do you think that we should be seeing MVD against ZeRo or MVD against Nairo? Or should they rather, instead of doing the one-on-ones altogether, focus on the full team aspect?
I honestly feel like the team aspect is more important than the doubles live, because we do singles separately. When you try to bring singles into the doubles atmosphere, it can bring situations to where the better player will just completely dominate. And when you're trying to focus on one side and you're not paying attention to what can be happening on the left, that's where we see situations like in that last game where ESAM was losing multiple stocks. What wasn't happening there was the blue team, or the red team, was taking advantage of their team combos while the blue team was doing a 1v1 situation, and it just wasn't working out.
Down tilt up smash, putting MVD at 1. ESAM, he's such a light character. I don't know if he can take a hit at this point. And he definitely can't take an up air from Cloud. Great air dodge and a counter attack from Nairo. That up air selection was so perfect.
Yeah, ESAM's going to need to be careful how he utilizes that thunder off the stage. Putting him in that stun, able to get punished, while he edge guards so perfectly, putting himself into those high lag situations is something that he cannot have if they want to be taking this thing, the set.
Ooh. Big dash time. Up smash now. Actually going to be putting Nairo at just 1 stock. This isn't all that far away for blue. They just need to figure out a way to take out ZeRo.
Yeah, ZeRo sitting at a comfortable 94%. One limit broken anything will be the end of his stock. ESAM doing a phenomenal job of keeping Nairo off this stage. That Nairo put him into a bad position. However, the up B getting caught, not able to recover. That is ESAM's final stock, and MVD is put in a 2v1 situation where he has to waste his limit. And ZeRo and Nairo are just spacing themselves out to where they can start these combos. MVD getting a grab, not going to use any of the throw options, however, not going to put himself in that dangerous position, but Nairo throwing out that limit broken up B will be the final stock of MVD going into game 3.
Flame Hazard KOs. Only at LTC, man. Only at LTC.
I never see anyone opt to use that option to kill unless it's like super high percents and they just can't think of anything else, or just can't utilize anything else. I don't know if that actually has like a sweet spot. You know how like Wario's Waft, it has the ground hitbox where it starts, and then it has a head hitbox on the way up. I wonder if it's similar to that, like the strongest hits on the top and on the start.
It wouldn't surprise me, man. That hit, dude, they like zoom in. They're just like, and that was that moment. He knew. He messed up.
It's like that JoJo's to be continued.
Exactly. This is game number 4 of this losers finals set. And what a game it's been so far. ZeRo and Nairo, even if this goes to game 5, they have that critical counter pick advantage. That just might be the factor that they need to ensure they can close things out. ESAM continuously pestering Nairo off of the stage. And but on stage, MVD manages to take out ZeRo. ESAM will be losing a stock, but this is, again, the perfect start for this blue squad.
You know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of like two Clouds having a showdown. The spotlight was on one doing the forward smash, but like, you know, the other one's just like, I have to take the stage, limit broken, cross slash, and 2 kills. I don't know. For some reason, that was just hilarious.
Dude, it's so funny. I felt like we were watching like a stage show, and some dude out of nowhere started dancing, and the hook comes, pulls him right out. You know? Things are getting silly. And speaking of silly, look at that team combo back here into the finishing touch, and the setup right before that was too clean as well. Nairo and ZeRo, even though they were down at the very beginning, they've actually managed to tie up the stock count. If we look at MVD, even though he has the most stocks, he also has the most percent of anyone on the screen. ESAM on his final stock. I don't even know when he got there.
ESAM has had a tough time this entire set of keeping on those stocks. It just goes to show how how good ZeRo and Nairo are at setting up these team combos. But however, ESAM, the back throw into MVD's limit broken final
the finishing touch.
Thank you. I could not think of the right word for that. Finishing touch. Thank you. It's going to be the lead in favor of the blue team. MVD still not losing a stock. 143% on him, however.
MVD being a stock tank, it's so critical to the lead that they have right now. But I don't know how much longer he can hold on to it. ZeRo, of course, he does have the stock, and it's gone. MVD gets the dash attack, only to get a dash attack from Nairo.
MVD has done such a good job of stock tanking in every single game so far, but this game has just surpassed all of them. Already over the 2.5 minute mark, and MVD sitting at 3 stocks, 161%. Utilizing the wall jump, duck hunt, having those ledges. ESAM finally dying, taking off that first stock of MVD. This could honestly turn in favor of the red team if they can take off MVD's stock right now.
That's a pretty big if. They have the stage is set for them to be able to make a big play, and ZeRo is finally going to cash it out. Now it's last stock all around. And for blue, they don't have any stocks left to give. If they lose this game, they're out of the tournament. Let's see if Team Panda Global actually make this series go to Game 5. Nairo on the tree, trying to get an early KO. It doesn't work out quite in his favor, but it's still a showing of just how scary this red team can be, even with the deficit.
Wow, I love the awareness from ESAM there, using the Thunder to save his teammate on his what looked like his last legs. Oh, and that missed finishing touch attempt will allow MVD to get the cross slash and put blue team into a 2v1 situation against ZeRo.
And MVD took all of that sweet time just to charge up that limit. It is that percentage, isn't it, where if ZeRo finds himself grabbed, he could very well lose the game.
Exactly. Yeah, ZeRo once again put into the situation where he has to play so cautious and careful and not allow himself to get put into these high lag situations where MVD or ESAM can punish him. 114% returning to the stage. Wow, I am so surprised he's not getting punished for that. Still, blue team unable to find the kill. ZeRo just trying to find a way to get in safely. Missing that grab is going to cost them. And that back throw into the up air will be blue team getting sent to a Game 5.
Even though that was a 2v1, every time it's ZeRo on the screen, you just feel the tension.
Yeah.
You just feel it. You're just like, oh my god, he could actually do it. If anyone in the world could do it, it would be him.
Yes.
But good on MVD and ESAM, just holding composure. They've managed to bring this series to Game 5, where if they win, they get the run back against Trella and Cosmos. Now, if I remember correctly, that was a 3-0 in Trella and Cosmos' favor whenever they played off earlier in the winner's bracket. So they definitely have a lot to prove if they do get the run back. Nairo and ESAM, they're taking a moment now to ponder all of their options. Which stage they could possibly go to benefit their team best. Do you have any ideas, Zan?
So I think of Pikachu and I think of I want to go to Lilat. I want to go to Lilat. I'm Pikachu. But I also think that could be super detrimental to Cloud's recovery with how the stage moves left and right.
Oh yeah, definitely that's what ESAM is hoping that they pick. This decision's still very much in Nairo and ZeRo's favor.
But when I think of wanting to get those early kills, I think of Town and City for ZeRo and Nairo. But still, I think of when you have two Clouds battling it off, these early platform kills are going to be important. So I feel like any stage with platforms, so from Battlefield to Dreamland, but I feel like the best choice for ZeRo and Nairo would be Town and City. If it's not banned, if MVD and ESAM didn't already ban that out of the way.
Yeah, they took a moment to look over the rules, figure out the banning process and how it works, because it's all very critical. You have to be able to ensure that you're able to play on the stage that you need to, but at the same time, if it doesn't fall within the rules, then what are you supposed to do? Ooh. Could this be the change that Team Red needs to close it out? We're seeing ZSS coming onto the field. Now, this is honestly a bit of a strange pick for me. On one hand, Nairo is the ZSS master. I mean, this man is ranked #2 and has had some amazing moments with this character, but at the same time, I can't help but think of how useful Cloud is in teams. Even MVD, our resident barrel technician, is opting away from Diddy Kong because of how strong Cloud performs in this team's format.
Yeah, but when I think of how well ZeRo Samus performs on a stage like Town & City, as you were already seeing, the up airs into the that up B, that boost kick, is going to be so crucial in how these stocks are taken. Already taking an early stock from MVD, who was the stock tank in every other game.
That is how you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Zan. That really is a very big statement and a very nice surge of momentum for this red team as well. They're still taking on the percentage. ESAM, he knows this CSS matchup incredibly well. He feels like it's a character that's pretty overrated. Let's see what he can do to just showcase and tell Nairo why picking this character was a huge mistake.
And you know what I think is going to counter that point? Nairo has had such a tough time of retaining stocks, not taking them, however, but retaining stocks when off the stage due to ESAM's edge guards. ZeRo Samus having a much better recovery. Is not going to be losing those early stocks to Nairo or to ESAM anymore.
I said that CSS is going to be taking stocks. That down smash into double forward smash?
Oh man,
ooh.
I don't even know. But that's such a big statement. We have 3 super quick kills from Nairo. This switch into ZeRo Samus is looking like the best option they could have taken for this game 5.
Oh, definitely. Like you said, all of Red holding on to their stocks. Their individual stock count is the total of the entire pool of stocks Blue has to work with.
MVD sitting on some limit, able to get ZeRo on the top of that platform with the up air, taking the first stock of the red team. So he's able to take another. Nairo kind of walking on these platforms, allowing ESAM to get that nair from the missed grab attempts.
Yeah, when he was stranded on that platform, there wasn't really a whole much he could do. Ooh, ESAM still trying to go for these gifts. I like it. When you're this far down, you really need to find those options. And speaking of options, Nairo with a beautiful flip kick, putting ESAM down to just 1. And now Panda Global again in a position where they don't have any stocks left to work with. It's do or die mode with these final moments. MVD swinging badly with that limit broken cross slash. Going to be right onto the shield. He is now having the time to charge up that limit, and I think that that's so critical for them making this comeback.
Yes. And as we're kind of talking about, Blue team making the comeback, what was really important for them in the other games is that they were put into these one-on-one situations where the people they were playing against were just such good matches for them. ESAM possibly giving up there as MVD is taken out into the sky. The red team will be taking out that final game and going on to grand finals for the rematch against Cosmic Cosmos and Trella.